Here's the pool at our place in Cancun. It's really beautiful. Really nice outside. I'm not going to use the pool today, but I could. It's hot and humid, but gorgeous. I just found out I'm traveling with the squirrel. He's putting bags of nuts all over. All right, we're ready to go. All the exciting things happening here this morning over at the residences. Santa's coming with me. Looks pretty beautiful. In the shade it's not so bad, the heat actually. Our Uber should be coming down this way. They picked up the trash this morning, so the trash cans are out in front. But really cool stone wall here. Security cameras. Really nice. Really cool buildings over here, but they need to redo the roads. All right.
Which one, ma'am?
American.
Last one.
Lovely. Thank you so much. All right. Although we don't need to check in, we just need to get through security. So we're here at the Cancun airport, and we're gonna head over to the lounge. But first we have to get through security. We're over by American. So it's feeling nice and cool inside, so that's good for my dad. We made it through security. He's just collecting his stuff. Pretty easy and painless. So I went back through security because I didn't realize the lounge is outside of security. So hopefully it's an easy lounge to use, but I'm going back. It was not easy to go back through security. It's not set up to go the way I came, but it all worked out. And there I see my lounge. Well, I see a sign for it. We'll see how cool or not it is. Here we have breakfast. They have sandwiches, granola, I don't know, a couple of things here. Some toast, salt package, some tea. Did you make those drinks? Those are really beautiful drinks. You did a good job. They have these sandwiches here, granola, fresh fruit. It's eggs and potatoes in those warmers. Then there's some beer and some sodas. They have toast. There's croissants, little cookies, tea, a coffee machine, and then a really lovely bar. And the bartender made these really cool drinks. So, really beautiful, really nice. I'm gonna go upstairs and look at that before I go. Here's the entrance desk. Let's go upstairs. Really cool lounge. Looks like they have couches if you wanted to try to get some sleep. This is where I was hanging out down here. You can see my bag down there. And what's nice, I didn't realize, they actually have a little bit of food up here too. So if you wanted to eat up here, you could. Because I was wondering, how hard is that to bring your food up the stairs? This is the lounge I get with my Chase Sapphire Reserve. It's a card I use for it, so gives you priority pass. The bartender from above. Again, where I was sitting. And they just announced my flight, so I'm gonna head over to I'm gonna go through security again. The only thing I don't like about this lounge is it's outside security. I always like it when they're inside security. You don't have to worry about how much time it takes to get through security. Anyways, really lovely. Made it through security for the second time after I went to the lounge. So I had tons of time. Would have been easy to give myself less time outside the lounge. But I'm going to go back and meet my dad because he wasn't sure. I think if there's extra walking, he's less inclined to do it. So I don't blame him. I mean, this is a lot for him. So I'm impressed that he's able to do what he can so far. And I'm excited about the time we'll have in... Oh, look at, they have alcohol and water. Anyways, I'm impressed what he's been able to do so far. So hopefully he can keep it up. And I'm going to head over to gate C8. This is really interesting. They have gate C0. I don't know if I've seen that before or was aware of it. But in Cancun, I'm going to be flying to JFK. This flight doesn't actually help as far as the SAS challenge because we're flying American. And I was just looking at a flight that would connect us to JFK because then we'll be getting on a Virgin Atlantic flight and that one will be part of the challenge. So that's what I did, therefore, to get to JFK. So I looked at going through Mexico City, and you can do it, just going through Cancun was cheaper, so therefore I went through Cancun. Really beautiful area, Cancun, anyway. So I'm heading over to my gate, and pretty soon we're gonna board the flight. I think that's our airplane coming in, at least that's what I'm hoping. Based on the guy here, I'm assuming that's what we see. So that's awesome. If our plane's here, boarding isn't going to start for another, I don't know, 40 minutes, and that's boarding, so should be on time or close to on time, so that always makes me feel happy. But that's the airplane we should be taken to JFK. American flight to JFK. So we're at, it says 44, but we're actually at gate C8, so it shows a different number there compared to inside the terminal. The bags are just heading off the flight. You see the guy there fanning himself. I don't blame him. It is humid out there. But if you're thinking about coming to Cancun in November, it's really lovely. As far as getting to some warmth and heat. I say that not because of how much time I've been here this trip. I was actually in Cancun a couple years ago and I really enjoyed it. So being here for one night does not mean that I feel like I've seen Cancun. But here we have the luggage coming off. There won't be any of our bags because we're just doing carry-on. Well, even if we were on the flight, wouldn't be our bags because people aren't off the airplane yet. We've decided to do a Santa count, and I guess I count 4, but I guess on the way over here.
I was identified as Santa once again.
So our count is up to 5. So, what I guess the question is, what are you most excited about on the trip, and what are you least excited about?
Most excited about going to Africa for the first time, and least excited about is going to Africa the first time.
Nice.
I'm terrified that I'll be identified as Santa and beaten severely for not bringing enough toys and gifts.
So it's your first time to Africa. Is there any other countries that you are excited to see, or anything that you're hoping to do or see on the trip?
I'm excited to go to Disneyland in Japan. I've heard that's great, and I'm really happy about that. Vietnam should be fun. Got some good advice there. Bring your own toilet paper. It's not always supplied, so beware.
That's all I can think of right now. I mean, I guess the question would be, I was thinking about other countries you've been to. How many other can you think of how many countries you've been to before this trip?
Before this trip? How many countries have I been to? I think 8. You want to know which countries they are?
No, I think that's good.
Okay.
Anything from those countries that you want, you're going back to Japan.
Yes.
So is there anything there that you remember?
Mount Fuji. I should have gone and climbed Mount Fuji when I was there. So I heard that's a lot of fun. I love Japan. It's a great country if you get a chance. At least it was 50 years ago when I went there. We'll see if it's changed at all.
All right, that's all I can think of for now, but we'll have to do more chats. And we're sitting right by our gate, and the airplane that we're going to be getting on, he's saying that we're not sitting next to our gate because I'm sitting not right absolutely next to it, because I wanted to do an interview. Interview time. All right, I had a random security check at the gate, so she looked at the pockets of my bag, but made it onto our flight. Good morning. Thank you. Again, I'm not sitting up here. I'm heading towards the back. 27D today. So yesterday was 26. And today is 27, but that's about the part of the plane where they put me. But I'm getting as cheap a flight as possible, so I can't be surprised I get towards the back of the flight. Should be good though. Alright, we pulled back from the gate. It's really nice because there's some empty seats on the flight, so the flight attendants moved us to different seats, so we actually now have an empty seat between us. Whereas before we would have been right next to each other. So really nice. So far impressed by this flight on American. flight going from Cancun to JFK, and look, Santa is on the can. And Santa wanted me to say how impressed he was by the size of the cans, because it's a full 12-ounce can. So, super nice. And we got pretzels and Biscoff cookies. And Santa got extra cookies from his seatmate, so he's very happy. Look at that happy Santa. I can't believe they have it on the can. That's so funny. You're like a commercial right now.
It's kind of like when the ape is looking at a skull. You know, that's a famous picture. It's Santa looking at Santa. Who knew?
Cities in the U.S., I think, because you can actually get around on public transportation, and that's actually easier and better than having a car. I wish more cities were like that in the U.S. You can see the skyline, but it's farther, so harder to see. Let's see if I get a view here in a minute. Very appropriate to be flying American and flying into America. There's the tower for American. I think we'll have to go over to Terminal 4, and I believe we're landing, or we're going to Terminal 8. So we'll see how long that takes, but we should have plenty of time. Alright, just left the airplane. Now we have to go through customs. So we're taking the air train, so it's a little bit of looky-looing because we have to go from Terminal 8 over to Terminal 4. So we're heading over to the air train. Luckily we have a lot of time here at this stop because it's a bit of a trek and we'll have to check in again. I love these people movers. You feel so much faster. Although Santa's having a hard time, he wants to go slow, but I'm pushing him a bit. But we'll head over to the air train, get over to the right terminal, and then the reward is hopefully some time at the lounge. So it should be good. We made it onto the train. This guy is very happy to not be walking right now.
The next stops will be Terminal 7, 5, 4, 1, and 8.
I'm going to try to go into this lounge, prime class. We'll see how I go. It's just cleared for the wait list. This is my first time checking out the prime class lounge. I'm sitting over at this little bar table, and they have this painting. It says Grand Central Terminal, 1920s. And then a TV. And then let's see what they have. Looks like a nice salad bar options. There's a bar with wine, some cake and treats, water, ooh, chicken and mushroom, rice, and root vegetables. So pretty cool. I got some chicken and green beans and a Diet Coke. I'm going to try to check into the lounge. This is my first Chase lounge, and they have these QR codes at our table to order food. And this guy already checked us in, so we were on the wait list, and he got a gelato while he was waiting, so he's happy. A mango gelato. All right, they just delivered the food. We got a hamburger and fries, and they did it to order, so there's like no lettuce or tomatoes or anything. And then I got noodles. I thought I'd try those because it had sauce. That looked good, and those are rice noodles. And then I got mine without a bun, and it automatically comes with fries. And my dad got some desserts and some fruit and some milk and some Coke. Look at that happy guy. Really cool. They let you order. Meaning they let you order made to order, so you don't have to go through the like buffet or anything for this food, and they bring it to your table. Really lovely. Tried the veggies with the noodles. That was really good. I love the peanut sauce. All the fruit my dad didn't like, he put in there. And then I had the burger. My dad had a bit of fries, had a couple, and then he still has desserts and stuff. So we're doing our best here at the lounge. I'm gonna see what they have for the dining. Nice views of the airplanes. I'm assuming they're gonna switch out food. Braised beef with roasted veg. That looks really good. I guess they have apple crumble and paneer makhani. A meze plate, kale fatouche, and fruit. Says what they have all day and made to order. Fireside area here. And a reflection room. 2 reflection rooms. Let's see. I'm guessing to wash your feet. I'm guessing some prayer rugs. It's pretty nice, especially if you actually wanted to have some quiet